Alright, so I'm going to make a balloon bouquet right here. Hopefully you'll use it, hopefully you'll like it, and please try to make it better. This is what I would consider a relatively quick one to make, for delivery that is. Anyway, I've got an 11-inch round, and we're going to put 7 pumps of air into it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, take that off. Then I'm going to tie it up. Obviously I have a lot of neck on it. I'm going to do the knot right there and up high. And I have this, it's a scrap of balloon, and I put a knot in it. I guess I could even put a second knot if I really wanted to, so I will. Okay? That just makes it easier for me to grab the balloon when I push this all the way through. So I'm going to try to push this knot kind of into the neck, but it's really not going to happen like that. But you'll know what I mean. So we're going to push in, and we're going to push from the other side. Here, we'll find our middle. We'll give it a lot of twisting. I can feel that knot that I pushed in. I've grabbed it, and that's important. Now we're taking another scrap of balloon, and I'm wrapping behind the purple balloon that I pushed in from the other side, and I'm going to take that purple, wrap it around. Now, I'm sure everyone knows how much fun this next part is. I'm trying a different method, and that's taking my green 11-inch and my purple, and I'm tying those together rather than tying the purple to the purple. If you wrap your purple around a whole bunch, like I did, that should hold. Doesn't mean it won't. Sometimes it does spring out, but it should hold. Okay, so we have right there. There's our big tulip twisted bouquet. There. Now, for no other reason than because I'm doing it myself, we are going to make a flower just like this. It's a 6-petal flower. This is 350s. You can use 360s, of course. This here is a section of 350. If you want, you can always use a 5-inch round. So we've got that right there. I will show you how I make this. I'm going to take an orange one. Blow it up. Of course, I'm not blowing it up all the way because to put 6 petals onto a flower, I can't do it with one 350. Maybe you can with a 360, but you can't with a 350. So anyway, we're just kind of twisting that around. We're doing another one, so where we are is more or less your very simple 3-petal flower. Putting that down, grabbing another orange, blowing this up. And some of the stuff that I've kind of prefabbed this so it will load easier on, and you don't have to watch everything. Okay? I know you're smart enough, you don't need everything. So I've got 3. I've wrapped my second orange on there. We're just going to add 3 more petals. To be honest, if there's a better way for you to add 3 petals, then you do that, okay? This is just how I like to do it. So we're just wrapping those in. Hopefully that will hold. Make them as close to the same size as possible. I usually leave these on until I've got the centers on there. So for the center, for absolutely no reason at all, just to show the difference, I'm taking a pink, the end of a pink 350, right there, and we'll push that in. Okay, let's get rid of this bit of noise. Boom. Okay, and I'm going to use a white 5-inch. So myself, I tend to use a 350, but if you like 5-inch rounds, you use a 5-inch round. Okay, and we're going to make a bit more noise by getting rid of that. So there is your flower. I put 2 different colors on it because sometimes I make it and I like it the other way around. Now, actually what I'll do is, this here is a double stuffed 260. I'm going to show you how I double stuff my balloons. I'm going to use a red because that's what I'm using. I'll admit I'm also using different colors. Normally I would make the same color here. You'll see. I'll just yammer on and then you'll figure it out later. So here is my coat hanger. I'm pushing that into the red 260. I kind of spear myself with it a little bit. Now I will take another 260 and I will push that in. And when it's here, it's easiest to push it all the way on. Now most of the time what I do here is I grab the end, like beside, the coat hanger is at the top. I'll just grab beside the coat hanger, pull it off, and then I like to tie these together. Sometimes when I'm blowing them up, and if they're not tied together, I find that it doesn't blow up properly. And it explodes, or it's just a colossal mess, really. Now I also myself like to use the 160 pump when I'm blowing up double inflated 260s. So obviously it takes a little bit of time with, so this is how I double up the 260s. Hopefully that's enough right there. I do find that you have to release a bit of air because it just seems a little tougher to tie the balloon with two 260s there. Okay, so there we are. Then I'm going back and forth here a little bit. This is my already double stuffed 260, and I will tie the flower onto there. So push that on, wrap it. Any way that'll hold it, of course, is fine. There we go. Then I'm going to have to decide off of here how high I'm going to want that. I think I want it about there. Obviously, whatever you want to do, you do that. Okay. So I've got this here, and also I like to use, I'll use a scrap of orange. Once I've done this part, I take whatever scrap I have kicking around and I tie it up. There. Good enough. That just allows me to let go, find out how high I want the other part, give that a bit of a twist, and then I can either wrap this around right now, but I'll admit normally what I do is I take my scissors and, like, I can't pull it apart, I just find usually scissors are better right now, just with this part. Cut the end off, tie it up. Actually, I will just continue with the scissors here again, off with there. And the orange one that I just made will be put on top. And of course, you know, cut your ends off for sure. So I had decided that I would prefab this one here. It's actually had some other stuff on it. Anyway, but then I realized maybe you couldn't see how I put the heart on here, which I think you can probably figure it out. Right there. That's kind of like your small flower right there. It's got the 5 petals. And then I just stuck the pink on top of there. So, gives it some stability. Now, myself, I like to have the heart slightly lower down than the flowers, and luckily for me, that's what happened with this one. I will try to use all of the junk I have at the bottom of here, oh, that's gone, to tie together. So we're just going to wrap around once, tie one more knot, good. Okay, there we are. Kind of the X shape. Now, I don't know if it makes any difference which end of the round you want to tie stuff to, so I'm going to take this one. And just like we did everything else, just tie it on together. Hopefully you can follow this. I admit this definitely is not one of my better videos, but you know, hopefully you can understand where I'm going with it. With this one now, we can go back to our red right here. I'm just going to give it a slight squeeze. Ah, good. I might have overinflated that one, but we'll find out. Okay. I'm going to wrap this around the top of my 11-inch. We'll say about there. That's where we, hopefully you can see we've lined it up. So now I'll just put that down, give it a twist. Gonna do a pinch twist. What am I doing? Yep. And the second pinch twist. We'll stretch that just a bit, pull my knot down. Good. Now with any luck, these are pretty close to the same size. I could have done better. I know you can, so please do better. Okay. Now we will take these. I will, when I do it and I've made the one a little bit smaller, I tend to put the smaller one on the bottom. Then we'll put the bigger one up top. Once again, hopefully you can follow all of this along. And let's adjust it so the heart is forward and we'll say the pinch twists are at the back. There, like that. Okay. Hopefully you like that. I'm thinking I should have made these a little smaller. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, a little smaller would have been better. Or maybe if I'd made the red one a little tighter, that would have held them together better. Okay, so maybe a combination of both. I know you can figure it out. So with these purple ones, I will take a terracotta saucer, and this one here, I have hot glue gunned quite a few paper clips, bent paper clips, and I hot glue them onto here. Normally I would just have one, but this is the one I brought up and it has 4 of them on there, but I would just tie it to the single one right here. So we'll take our balloon and we push it through. There we go. Push it through. We grab the other part that was underneath, of course. Give it a tie. Give it a tie. One more. There. There we are. Now I normally also use a glue gun, as I said. Now this is a low temperature glue gun. You're going to want those. If you have a high temperature glue gun, you're going to explode your balloons, and that's no good. So anyway, I would put like 3 dots around the bottom, and then if I wanted, I would also put a few on here, and then a few on this one. And other than that, that's ready to go. And it doesn't take so long. You can make it any color you like. Instead of a heart, you can put a happy face, you can put a happy birthday, you can put an I love you, whatever you want. So hopefully you like this, and please don't be afraid to modify it quite a bit.